So I'm sitting here in the Peugeot 308 on a kind of a chilly morning. I got back from the New Forest a few days ago after driving 400 or so miles, and I have to say I'm quite surprised. I was ready to not enjoy this car. I thought it might be a little bit boring. It was car of the year this year, and to me that kind of goes, normal people will enjoy it. It will be a good car, but it won't be exciting. Well, I was wrong. Don't know if you've seen the advert, but it talks about how everything has been made so much more simple within the car to bring you closer to the road. The steering wheel is smaller, as you can probably see, and there's nothing here. There's no buttons other than the very basic ones. It's all quite simple, which makes it look beautiful. You can't deny that. And it's so nice to be able to get in the car and just drive and not worry about, all sorts of silly things like, where my air conditioning button is or what this knob does. It does have this little touch screen, which you can see here, and quite excitingly, it's got a lovely little trip computer. I'm quite enamoured with this little car. Not only is it fun to drive, even with the 1.6 Blue HDI diesel engine, but it's comfortable and it's pretty and it's simple, and I can see why it was car of the year. It is a good all-rounder. It has a good bit of acceleration, especially when that turbo kicks in at about 1500 RPM. The navigation system, Bluetooth music, iPod ports make it a great road trip car. I like having music when I'm driving, up really loud, singing along as high, as loudly as I can, which passengers aren't always too keen on. But I'm the driver, my rules. So that makes it great in terms of entertainment, but it's also hugely economic. I knew that it did kind of 60 to 70 miles to the gallon, being a very economical diesel engine. But having never driven a car like that, I didn't know what to expect. I drove all around Norfolk on Thursday, testing this car on some really fun roads, which we'll come to. Then I drove it all the way to New Forest, 200 miles, and all the way back, 200 miles, with a little bit of driving in between. I still haven't got to fill up, and the trip computer says I've still got about 150, 200 miles before I do actually need to take it to a petrol station. The trip to the New Forest, we averaged about 67 miles to the gallon, which I'm more than pleased with. And I don't want to be boring and say that sometimes I want economy over excitement and acceleration. But I feel you get a good balance with this car. I don't want to spend a fortune on a car to run it. I took it on some really fun roads between Swayfield and Napton in North Norfolk, which is kind of my unofficial road test circuit, at least part of it. And it was really fun. Being able to get up to, on obviously national speed limit roads, they are quite windy. Being able to get up to 60 in this car is really easy. And then you've got this great sense of fun when you brake before that corner, quickly change gear, and then accelerate out. I love that, and this car does it so well considering it's, I'd say a small family car. Not only is it fun, but it's comfortable, and as a road trip car, that's important. If you're going to be spending a long time in a car, whether you're throwing it around corners or driving sedately in the slow lane of the motorway, you're going to want comfort. I really do like this car, and this is definitely a positive review. Thank you all for watching this video. I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel. If you don't want to, that's fair enough, but if you do, then you're awesome. Thank you, as always. Goodbye, everyone.